I know I'm probably like the 87th person to talk about this, but the pilot for Learning or Come Learn with Pibby on the Adult Swim YouTube channel looks badass as fuck, and I am highly interested in seeing more of it and where it could possibly go. I have a few points to go over, but this is basically what Come Learn with Pibby is about. Come Learn with Pibby basically follows a preschool character, like the main character of a preschool show, having to leave her universe and team up with characters from other shows and other universes to fight a virus monster that is going from universe to universe, assimilating the creatures there and turning them into nightmarish monsters. And that means that creature is getting into all different Warner Media universes. Universes like the Flintstones and the Jetsons, in Scooby Doo, newer universes like Steven Universe and Adventure Time, the Powerpuff Girls reboot, Craig of the Creek, fucking any Warner Media property and uh, some Nickelodeon property cameos. It's getting in there and it's assimilating the creatures there and taking them over, turning them into nightmarish monsters. And Pibby, alongside other characters like the sidekick of Superhero, got assimilated, and a villain from a Looney Tunes esque cartoon universe has to team up with them alongside the survivors of regular characters from the universes that got assimilated to fight back against it. I think it goes without saying how badass this concept really is, because not only does it mash older and newer cartoons that I grew up with, and the characters coming together to fight against the force that wants to destroy all of them, it also may not be the most original, but I like the idea of it, and I have developed a few theories relating to it overall. My first theory is that the virus monster is actually an upgraded version of the Void from the Amazing World of Gumball. The Amazing World of Gumball has a weird dimension called the Void where all things that need to be forgotten by humanity and reality disappear to be forgotten. It's seen multiple times throughout the series, as well as in the last seconds of the finale, and it's going to be a major part of the Amazing World of Gumball movie, which entered development a few months ago. So basically, I think that the Void dimension from the Amazing World of Gumball universe, took over the world of Gumball, escaped that universe, and started assimilating other universes within the Cartoon Network multiverse, or more simply, the Serververse, as depicted in Space Jam: A New Legacy this year. But we're gonna get into that in a little bit. What I think is best about this is the fact that since the Amazing World of Gumball movie is already in development, it could somehow tie in to Come Learn with Piggy, because it really wouldn't be that far out of the realm of belief for it to be from the Amazing World Gumball universe. We already see that Gumball has been assimilated and taken over by the Void creature, and Darwin is assisting Pibby and her friends in fighting against it at the end of the trailer. So I honestly think that it could somehow be from their universe, especially considering that it's going to serve as a part of the Amazing World of Gumball movie and possibly the reboot series which is coming afterwards. I think that that could work, in all honesty, considering it. Another theory is that Come With Pee takes place within the serververse, as I just mentioned. In case you don't know, in Space Jam: A New Legacy, the majority of the film takes place within a digital multiverse called the serververse, which is shown to hold almost every Warner Media property, as well as other related places, like it has a Harry Potter planet, a Game of Thrones planet, and most importantly, a Rick and Morty planet, as we see Rick and Morty make a cameo in the film. So, if Rick and Morty exists within the serververse, and the serververse is said to have all of Warner Media's properties, what if Come Learn with Pibby's multiverse spanning adventure takes place within it? Because if Rick and Morty exist in it, who's to say other Adult Swim and by extension Cartoon Network properties don't exist in there? Who says there isn't a Aqua Teen Hunger Force planet in the serververse? Or a Harvey Birdman Attorney at Law planet in the serververse? So what if Pibby and her friends jumping around the multiverse, as the description of the video describes, is actually them going to different planets within the serververse, which I think could work, considering the serververse is essentially a digital multiverse which exists on the internet. It may be a bit of a stretch, but it could work. And the last theory I have for Come On with Pibby is essentially that the virus void creature actually represents cancellation. I read this in a few YouTube comments and I think it makes sense. The void monster is going after places of universes which that represent shows that have ended already. We see Steven Universe characters like Amethyst have gotten possessed and taken over by the Void Monster. Steven Universe ended in early 2021. We see that the Amazing World of Gumball, the original series, ended last year. We see that Gumball has been taken over it already. Scooby Doo content hasn't come out in a while, like original Scooby Doo content. Neither has Flintstones or Jetsons content. We see those characters have been taken over. So what if the Void Monster is going to worlds that represent shows that have ended already and is corrupting them? And the way the characters like Pibby and her friends are avoiding it is by going into universes of shows that won't be canceled anytime soon. As we see the world of SpongeBob SquarePants makes a cameo in it. Obviously, SpongeBob characters aren't going to appear in it because Viacom would cut off the ball sacks of every executive they have before they would ever let Warner Media use their characters. But what if they use the world of the parody world of SpongeBob, like not actually SpongeBob, but like a world similar to SpongeBob, to represent a cartoon that cannot be canceled? Because we all know damn well even if the apocalypse started right now and 97% of the population was wiped out, SpongeBob SquarePants would still be popping out episodes. That show is not going to die anytime soon. So the idea of Pibby and her friends taking refuge in that world to avoid the monster trying to assimilate them could actually work overall. Think about it. It could work. Overall, that was basically a ramble about Come Learn with Pibby because I think it has potential. While there's always the chance it could fail due to all the reactions and videos surrounding it and the hype surrounding it, I think it has a chance of being made because it could be everything Crossover Nexus wasn't. I thought Crossover Nexus was a little disappointing for what it was trying to do. Served its purpose, but it was disappointing. I think Come Learn with Pibby could basically be Crossover Nexus, but on a larger scale. It has Warner Media characters, Hanna-Barbera characters, MGM characters, possibly Adult Swim characters as well, basically serving as a weird homage to animation, with characters from each universe that exists within the vast Warner Media cartoon multiverse or the serververse that exists. I hope it has a chance to be made, and I certainly hope that it can reach the potential it has. Because not only does it represent the nostalgia of many children who grew up watching these shows, including myself, because I remember growing up watching Steven Universe, We Bear Bears, Craig of the Creek, OKKO, so much shows that have ended now, some of which are still around. And the idea of the characters from there being corrupted and the only survivors teaming up to try and stop the creature that is corrupting them is an amazing idea. I enjoy it. One thing I really hope happens in the series is that Steven from Steven Universe like makes a cameo or something because we already see Amethyst in line throughout the trailer. Amethyst is shown to be among the other corrupted characters of Fred Flintstone, George Jetson, Craig from Craig of the Creek, all the characters that have been corrupted by the Void Monster so far. And we see Lion in the last few seconds of the trailer alongside Pibby and her friends fighting against the creatures of the Void Monster. And we already know that at the end of Steven Universe Future, Steven gets corrupted and heals himself. So what if the Void Monster tries to corrupt Steven and assimilate him, but he is able to fight it off because he has had time to collect his thoughts and be able to control it. I also hope characters like Uncle Grandpa and Rick Sanchez and Chowder make appearances because all three of those characters have fourth wall breaking powers. Uncle Grandpa is a reality warper. He is ridiculously powerful when you think about it. What if he is one of the few creatures that can actually fight off the Void Monster and use his powers to help destroy it? What if Rick Sanchez gets involved? Because he obviously exists within this multiverse. What if he isn't capable of being corrupted either, and he teams up with Pibby and her friends to help fight off the Void Monster? What about Chowder? Chowder, alongside the other characters of Chowder, are shown to break the fourth wall constantly. What if he is capable of using his fourth wall breaking powers to help fight off the monster as well? There is so much reality breaking and fourth wall breaking characters within the Cartoon Network multiverse and Adult Swim multiverse that could easily be brought in to help fight off this creature. And I think that is an amazing idea and possibility. The possibilities of this series is literally nearly endless with the things you can do with it, the things you can bring in with it. You can tie this to the amazing world of Gumball, Space Jam: A New Legacy, and future Space Jam films that are being made. The possibilities of this are literally endless, and I think that that idea is perfect. I hope I hope they take this idea and go as far as they can, because it sounds and looks fucking amazing. It looks perfect, and I would give up my leg to see it done in full, with them embracing the horror-esque, reference-filled awesomeness of it while building on the characters they already established. It could work. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this weird ramble about a series you probably haven't heard of. As always, I'll leave a link down in the description to Come Learn with Pibby so you guys can check it out and give it its support, because every like, every share, every subscription gained from Come Learn with Pibby's video could work amazingly. If we work together, we can make sure this series gets made. So if you're watching this, make sure to go on every social media you can, post about the series. Even dropping a like and leaving a comment on the YouTube video could give the creator so much more to show Adult Swim that this show needs to be made. As always, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.